Bulletproof Motivation: How to Always Stay Motivated. Written and published by Mindlixer. Have you ever found yourself at a loss, staring at the tasks ahead with no drive to begin? Or perhaps you've noticed a friend or colleague bursting with enthusiasm one day, only to see them completely deflated the next. Motivation, that elusive spark, seems to flicker with unpredictable whimsy. Yet, what if you could harness it? Imagine wielding the power to ignite your drive at will, ensuring that it not only sparks but also sustains and propels you forward regardless of the challenges that lay in your path. This audiobook is your guide to understanding and mastering motivation, a tool designed to be as transformative as it is enlightening. Our exploration begins by delving deep into the core of what motivates us. Motivation is not merely about the will to go on, it's about finding and tapping into your personal reservoirs of purpose. What drives you might not stir another, for each of us is fueled by a unique blend of aspirations and desires. Understanding this personalized nature of motivation is crucial, as it helps in crafting a life that aligns with one's deepest values and aspirations. By establishing clear and meaningful goals, you set up a beacon to guide your journey. These goals act not just as waypoints on a map, but as catalysts that continuously ignite your motivation. Through the narratives and discussions laid out in this audiobook, we will explore how to define these aspirations in ways that resonate deeply and drive you inexorably towards your ambitions. Building on the foundation of purpose, we further explore the dual forces of intrinsic and extrinsic motivation. While intrinsic motivation springs from within, driven by personal satisfaction and the sheer joy of doing something, extrinsic motivation relates to the external rewards that might follow an accomplishment. Both types of motivation are vital, and understanding how to balance them can drastically enhance your ability to stay motivated over the long haul. For instance, when you align your activities with your inner values, a process we elaborate on through various techniques and stories, you find that motivation flows effortlessly. Conversely, recognizing the right external incentives can provide quick boosts of enthusiasm and focus, necessary for tackling immediate and challenging tasks. As we venture further, a significant barrier many face is the onset of motivational hurdles such as procrastination and the fear of failure. These are not merely bumps along the road, but are often steep cliffs that seem to block our path forward. Here, we dissect these barriers to understand their origins and how they sap our motivational energy. More importantly, we will arm you with practical strategies to overcome these obstacles, turning daunting cliffs into manageable inclines. Our discussion will include methods to reframe failures as stepping stones to success, shifting perspectives to view setbacks as vital learning opportunities rather than roadblocks. The daily practices for maintaining motivation, which we outline in meticulous detail, are designed to transform theoretical knowledge into practical habits. The creation of daily rituals and the understanding of habit formation are crucial here. By establishing routines that reinforce motivational practices, you embed these actions into your subconscious, making them second nature. This section not only provides the tools but also teaches how to adapt them into your unique lifestyle, ensuring that they enhance, rather than disrupt, your daily life. Finally, as motivation is not a static force, but a dynamic one that evolves with our life stages, we address advanced strategies to keep your motivational fire burning brightly even as circumstances change. The advanced techniques discussed, including visualization and affirmation, are tailored to provide ongoing nourishment to your motivational spirit. These methods help embed a lasting drive within you, turning fleeting sparks of motivation into a consistent, roaring flame. By the time you reach the end of this audiobook, you will not only have a profound understanding of the mechanisms of motivation but also possess a toolkit replete with strategies to harness and maintain it. The journey of mastering motivation is both complex and incredibly rewarding, promising not only to enhance your productivity but also to transform your approach to challenges and opportunities. Let us embark on this transformative journey together, with each chapter designed to bring you closer to the zenith of your motivational potential. Through the shared insights and actionable advice, your path to achieving sustained motivation and realizing your fullest potential is not just a possibility but a forthcoming reality. Chapter 1: Foundations of Motivation. Delving into the power of purpose provides us with a profound understanding that motivation, in its most enduring form, stems from a clear sense of purpose. This realization not only energizes our daily actions, but also aligns them with a broader, more fulfilling path. When you discover what truly drives you, every effort, no matter how small, gains significance. This topic explores the intricate process of uncovering your personal drivers, those deep-seated passions and values that inspire you to rise each morning and challenge the obstacles that lie in your path. Purpose is often misconstrued as something grandiose, reserved for the chosen few who have clear, impactful callings. However, purpose can be as simple as deriving joy from the small interactions of daily life, improving one's skills in a beloved hobby, or contributing to a community or cause that resonates with your core values. The journey to discovering your purpose begins with introspection. It involves peeling back the layers of societal expectations and self-imposed limitations to reveal the raw and powerful essence of your true desires. This exploration is not superficial, it requires deep questioning and honesty. What truly makes you feel alive? When do you find yourself completely absorbed in an activity, oblivious to the passing of time? These moments of flow are indicators, signposts that point towards your intrinsic motivations and purpose. The process of aligning your life with your purpose is transformative. It starts with identifying the activities and causes that ignite your passion and then deliberately integrating them into your daily life. This alignment has a profound impact on your motivational levels. When your actions are connected to what you genuinely care about, motivation becomes more sustainable. This sustainable motivation differs markedly from the fleeting bursts of excitement that accompany new projects or novel tasks. It is a consistent, enduring force that propels you forward, even through challenges and setbacks. Understanding that purpose evolves and adapts as you grow is crucial. The purpose that drives you at one stage of your life may transform as you gain experiences and insights. This fluidity is not a sign of losing your way, but rather an indication of your growth. Embracing the evolving nature of purpose requires flexibility and a commitment to continual self-discovery. Regularly reassessing what brings you joy and fulfillment ensures that your motivation remains tightly connected to your current life's context and your evolving aspirations. Moreover, setting goals that reflect your purpose is a practical step in solidifying this abstract concept into tangible outcomes. Goals act as milestones on the journey of living purposefully. They provide clarity and focus, channeling your energies into productive activities that reflect your deepest values. When goals are set in alignment with your purpose, they serve not only as markers of achievement but also as continual motivators that remind you of the why behind your actions. These goals should be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound, smart, but they should also resonate on a personal level, stirring excitement and commitment as you envision their completion. The interplay between purpose and motivation is dynamic and cyclical. A clear purpose fuels sustained motivation, while acting on this motivation reinforces the purpose, making it more distinct and integrated into your identity. This cycle creates a positive feedback loop, where motivation and purpose bolster each other, leading to higher levels of personal satisfaction and achievement. As you become more attuned to your purpose, you find that your actions not only fulfill external objectives, but also contribute to a greater sense of self-realization and identity. This realization deepens your motivational reservoirs, making your drive not just a tool for achieving goals, but also a core aspect of your personal fulfillment. The power of purpose is not just in its ability to motivate, but in its capacity to transform ordinary tasks into extraordinary opportunities for growth and self-expression. When you operate from a place of purpose, every challenge becomes a stepping stone towards greater self-mastery, and every achievement adds a layer of meaning to your life's narrative. Understanding and embracing your purpose is therefore not just about enhancing your motivation, it's about enriching your entire life experience. Setting meaningful goals is a critical aspect of maintaining and enhancing motivation. Goals provide a concrete direction and a clear benchmark for measuring progress. They transform the abstract nature of aspiration into tangible targets that can be approached methodically. When these goals resonate deeply with personal values and the broader purpose that fuels one's life, they become not just aspirations but catalysts for sustained action and motivation. This discussion delves into the strategies for setting such goals and the psychological frameworks that make these goals genuinely motivating and achievable. The art of setting goals begins with understanding the delicate balance between challenge and achievability. Goals that are too easy do not provide enough challenge to motivate, leading to boredom and a lack of engagement. Conversely, goals that are too ambitious may become sources of frustration and discouragement if they consistently remain out of reach. The key is to find that middle ground where goals are sufficiently challenging to keep you excited, but also realistic enough that you can achieve them with dedicated effort. This balance ensures that each step forward is both rewarding and encouraging, fostering a positive cycle of motivation and achievement. To craft such balanced goals, one must employ a thorough understanding of one's own capabilities and limitations. Self-awareness plays a crucial role here. It involves honest self-assessment to recognize one's strengths and areas for improvement. Such insight helps in tailoring goals that are not only aligned with one's abilities but also push the boundaries of what one thinks is possible. For example, if someone excels at creative thinking but struggles with organizational skills, setting a goal to lead a project might push them to develop their weaker skills while leveraging their strengths, thereby enhancing both personal growth and motivation. Another vital aspect of setting meaningful goals involves the specificity and clarity of the goals. Vague goals are less likely to inspire action because they do not provide a clear roadmap for what needs to be done. Specific goals, on the other hand, lay out a clear path and define measurable milestones along the way. This specificity aids in planning and tracking progress, making the journey towards achieving these goals more manageable and less daunting. For instance, rather than setting a goal to improve health, a more specific goal would be to run a 5K in under 30 minutes by the end of the year. This not only specifies what success looks like but also implies the smaller steps needed to reach this larger objective. Moreover, the process of setting goals should be dynamic and adaptable. Life is unpredictable, and circumstances change, often requiring adjustments to our goals. Flexibility in goal setting allows for these adjustments without losing sight of the ultimate objectives. This adaptability prevents discouragement during setbacks and helps maintain motivation by aligning goals with the current reality. It's about embracing change rather than resisting it, allowing your goals to evolve as you navigate through life's various phases and challenges. Additionally, the motivation to pursue and achieve goals can be significantly boosted by visualizing the outcomes. Visualization is a powerful tool that involves mentally simulating the achievement of your goals. This practice not only prepares the mind for action, but also ignites emotional and psychological energies that enhance motivation. By regularly visualizing success, you embed these aspirations deeply within your subconscious, which then works continuously towards making these visualized outcomes a reality. The emotional resonance of seeing oneself achieve a goal taps into intrinsic motivation, making the pursuit of these goals personally rewarding and emotionally satisfying. The integration of these elements, balance, self-awareness, specificity, flexibility, and visualization, into the goal-setting process transforms simple desires into powerful motivational forces. These forces drive sustained effort and commitment, turning the pursuit of goals into a fulfilling journey of personal and professional development. By mastering the art of setting meaningful goals, you not only enhance your capability to achieve but also enrich the quality of your motivation, making it a reliable ally in your quest for personal excellence. Chapter 2: Building and Sustaining Drive. Cultivating intrinsic motivation involves nurturing an inner drive that powers individuals to pursue activities for their own sake, for the pleasure and satisfaction derived from the activity itself, rather than for some separable consequence. This form of motivation is particularly potent because it taps into the core of what it means to be passionately engaged with life. When you are intrinsically motivated, your actions are powered by personal interest or enjoyment in the task itself, making every moment of engagement a reward in itself. This chapter delves deeply into the mechanisms of intrinsic motivation, exploring how to ignite and sustain this powerful motivator within oneself. The genesis of intrinsic motivation often lies in discovering activities that resonate with one's passions and interests. It requires a keen sense of self-awareness, a deep understanding of what brings joy, curiosity, and fulfillment. Engaging in such activities fosters a sense of competence and autonomy, two critical components identified in Deci and Ryan's self-determination theory, which are essential for intrinsic motivation. Competence involves feeling proficient and effective in the activities one undertakes, while autonomy refers to the sense of volition and freedom in choosing those activities. For instance, a writer might find intrinsic motivation in crafting stories that evoke strong emotions because they feel both competent in their writing skills and autonomous in their ability to create and tell stories they find meaningful. To cultivate intrinsic motivation, it is crucial to set up an environment that encourages experimentation and learning without the fear of failure. Such an environment supports the growth mindset, a belief that abilities can be developed through dedication and hard work. This mindset fosters resilience, encouraging individuals to embrace challenges, persist in the face of setbacks, and see effort as a path to mastery. In such settings, failures are seen not as indictments of one's abilities but as opportunities for learning and growth, essential for developing competence. Another powerful strategy for enhancing intrinsic motivation is to focus on the process rather than the outcome. When individuals concentrate on the enjoyment and the learning that comes from the doing, they are more likely to engage deeply and persistently. This approach aligns with the concept of mindfulness, which involves being fully present and engaged in the current moment, appreciating the activity itself without undue focus on the eventual outcome. For example, an artist might focus on the process of mixing paints and making strokes on the canvas, finding joy in the act of creation itself, rather than being solely driven by how the final piece will be received. Additionally, it is beneficial to engage in regular self-reflection to connect with and reinforce one's intrinsic motivations. Self-reflection helps clarify the values and personal significance behind one's activities, reinforcing the internal rewards and enhancing the intrinsic satisfaction derived from these activities. Journaling, meditation, and deep discussions with peers can facilitate this reflective process, helping individuals uncover deeper layers of personal meaning in their pursuits. Encouraging autonomy is also vital in nurturing intrinsic motivation. This can be facilitated by providing choices and fostering initiative. When people feel they have a choice in their actions, they experience a greater sense of ownership and commitment to the tasks at hand. In professional or educational settings, this might mean allowing employees or students to choose projects that interest them or encouraging them to set their own goals and decide how to achieve them. Intrinsic motivation, when effectively cultivated, serves as a robust foundation for enduring engagement and satisfaction in one's activities. It enhances creativity, productivity, and well-being by aligning one's work and efforts with their deepest interests and values. By fostering an environment that promotes competence, autonomy, and relatedness, and by focusing on the joy of the activity itself, individuals can unlock the full potential of their intrinsic motivation, turning everyday tasks into sources of joy and fulfillment. Leveraging extrinsic motivation effectively is about understanding how external rewards can be used to enhance performance and drive behaviors. While intrinsic motivation is powered by internal satisfaction, extrinsic motivation relies on external factors such as rewards, recognition, and incentives. The key to utilizing extrinsic motivation effectively is not to let it overshadow intrinsic motivation, but to use it strategically to complement and enhance the internal drive. This involves a nuanced understanding of how external rewards can motivate actions and how they can be employed to foster long-term engagement and success. The primary appeal of extrinsic motivation lies in its ability to provide clear, tangible incentives for completing tasks or achieving goals. These incentives can vary widely, from financial rewards and promotions to public acknowledgement and social approval. Such rewards can significantly boost motivation, especially in situations where intrinsic motivation might be insufficient to initiate or sustain activity. For instance, in the workplace, bonuses and promotions are effective at motivating employees to meet or exceed their targets. Similarly, in education, grades and certificates serve as powerful motivators for students to accomplish their academic objectives. However, the challenge with extrinsic motivation is ensuring that it does not diminish intrinsic motivation. Studies have shown that over-reliance on external rewards can lead to a decrease in intrinsic interest in an activity. When people are rewarded for performing an activity they already enjoy, their internal drive to engage in that activity can weaken, a phenomenon known as the overjustification effect. To counteract this, it is crucial to implement extrinsic rewards in a way that supports or enhances intrinsic values rather than replacing them. This can be achieved by ensuring that rewards are perceived as feedback regarding competency rather than bribes or manipulation. For example, providing positive feedback along with rewards can enhance one's sense of competence and acknowledgement, thereby supporting intrinsic motivations. In addition to the careful implementation of rewards, it is important to align extrinsic incentives with an individual's values and goals. When extrinsic rewards are congruent with the personal values and larger aspirations of an individual, they can reinforce commitment and drive rather than undermining autonomy and self-determination. This alignment ensures that the extrinsic rewards serve not only as a temporary catalyst for motivation, but also as a stepping stone towards more significant, intrinsically motivated pursuits. For instance, in a corporate setting, a reward system that includes opportunities for personal and professional development, such as training seminars or workshops, can align with employees' intrinsic goals of growth and learning, thereby enhancing the overall motivational landscape. Furthermore, the timing and predictability of extrinsic rewards play a critical role in their effectiveness. Unexpected rewards can generate a sense of excitement and novelty, making the reward more impactful. On the other hand, predictable rewards tied to specific achievements can create a sense of fairness and transparency in the reward system, which is crucial for maintaining trust and motivation. Balancing the element of surprise with the assurance of rewards for effort and achievement can help maintain an engaging and motivating environment. Another aspect of leveraging extrinsic motivation is the social dimension of rewards. Recognition and social approval are powerful motivators, particularly in cultures and settings where communal values are strong. Public acknowledgement of one's efforts and achievements can reinforce a positive self-image and promote a supportive community environment. Whether it's through formal recognition programs or informal peer acknowledgement, fostering a culture that celebrates achievement can significantly enhance motivation. While extrinsic motivation is often viewed as less ideal than intrinsic motivation, when applied wisely, it can be a powerful tool in the motivational arsenal. By ensuring that extrinsic rewards do not undermine intrinsic values, aligning them with personal and organizational goals, timing them strategically, and incorporating social elements, one can create a motivational environment that fosters both immediate engagement and long-term dedication. This nuanced approach allows for the full spectrum of motivational forces to be harnessed, leading to enhanced performance, satisfaction, and achievement. Chapter 3: Overcoming Motivational Barriers. Procrastination, often seen as a mere delay or a minor nuisance, can significantly undermine both personal and professional aspirations if not addressed with strategic and thoughtful interventions. This pervasive issue is not just about poor time management but is deeply rooted in emotional responses and cognitive biases that can distort one's perception of tasks and their respective deadlines. Understanding the underlying causes of procrastination is the first step in overcoming it, thereby unleashing a more productive, motivated, and fulfilling lifestyle. This exploration delves into the psychological foundations of procrastination, examining its causes and providing robust strategies to combat it effectively. At its core, procrastination is often a manifestation of deeper emotional issues such as fear of failure, anxiety, or a lack of self-confidence. These feelings can create a psychological barrier that makes starting or completing tasks daunting. People procrastinate not because they do not recognize the importance of the task at hand, but because engaging with the task triggers uncomfortable emotions. Thus, they delay as a coping mechanism to avoid those negative feelings, even though such delays can lead to even greater stress and anxiety, creating a vicious cycle. To break this cycle, it is crucial to first acknowledge and address these underlying emotional triggers. Techniques such as cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, can be particularly effective in this context, helping individuals reframe their thoughts to reduce anxiety and build a healthier, more realistic self-image that is less dominated by fear of failure or perfectionism. Another dimension of procrastination relates to the mismanagement of time due to an inability to accurately predict how long tasks will take, known as the planning fallacy. Many individuals underestimate the time required to complete tasks, often leading to last-minute rushes that can result in subpar work and increased stress. To combat this, one effective strategy is the use of detailed planning that includes not only the deadline but also realistic time allocations for each component of the task. This method, often coupled with techniques like time blocking or the Pomodoro technique, can help individuals gain a more realistic understanding of their time needs and foster a routine that encourages regular progress and minimizes the likelihood of procrastination. Furthermore, procrastination is often exacerbated by an overwhelming sense of the task's magnitude. When tasks appear too big or too complex, it can be paralyzing, and the motivation to tackle them diminishes. Breaking tasks into smaller, more manageable parts can alleviate this overwhelm and create a series of achievable steps that lead to the completion of the larger goal. This approach not only makes the task seem less daunting but also provides frequent opportunities for small successes along the way, each of which can boost motivation and reduce the impulse to procrastinate. Additionally, environmental factors play a significant role in procrastination. Distractions such as social media, emails, or even a cluttered workspace can pull attention away from tasks, making procrastination more likely. Creating a conducive working environment that minimizes distractions and maximizes focus is essential. This might involve setting specific rules for technology use, organizing the physical space to reduce clutter, or using apps that limit access to distracting websites during work hours. By controlling the environment, one can reduce the triggers that lead to procrastination. Accountability can serve as a powerful antidote to procrastination. By sharing goals with peers or a mentor, or by working in a team, individuals can create external pressures that compel them to manage their time and efforts more effectively. Accountability partners can provide not only motivation but also support, offering encouragement and assistance when obstacles arise. This social support can be incredibly effective in mitigating the isolation that often accompanies prolonged bouts of procrastination. In tackling procrastination, the goal is not merely to increase productivity but also to enhance the quality of the work and the satisfaction derived from it. By understanding and addressing the psychological, practical, and environmental aspects of procrastination, individuals can transform their approach to tasks, leading to more dynamic engagement and consistent achievement in their endeavors. Resilience in the face of failure is not merely about bouncing back from setbacks, it is about harnessing these experiences to fuel future success and personal growth. This essential skill allows individuals to confront and overcome the challenges that inevitably arise in pursuit of significant goals. Developing resilience requires a deep understanding of failure, not as a mark of defeat, but as a vital component of success. This perspective shift is fundamental to transforming the way one approaches challenges, setbacks, and the learning opportunities they present. The first step in fostering resilience is redefining what failure means. In many cultures, failure is stigmatized, seen as an endpoint rather than a step in the process. However, by reframing failure as a necessary stepping stone towards achievement, one can mitigate the fear and disappointment that often accompany setbacks. This reframing involves understanding that each failure provides unique insights into one's methods, strategies, and goals, offering invaluable opportunities for learning and adaptation. For instance, a failed business venture can reveal assumptions that were incorrect or strategies that were ineffective, providing clear directives for future endeavors. Viewing failures as lessons rather than losses enables a more objective analysis of actions and outcomes, fostering a mindset geared towards continuous improvement. Beyond cognitive reframing, emotional resilience is crucial. Emotional resilience pertains to one's ability to manage and recover from emotional distress caused by setbacks. Developing this type of resilience involves cultivating emotional intelligence, which includes skills such as self-awareness, emotional regulation, empathy, and effective communication. Techniques such as mindfulness meditation, journaling, and cognitive behavioral strategies can enhance one's ability to regulate emotions, maintain positivity, and stay focused on long-term goals despite short-term obstacles. For example, mindfulness can help one maintain a state of equanimity, improving the ability to remain composed under stress and thereby enhancing decision-making processes during critical moments. Additionally, resilience is strengthened by building a supportive network. Having a circle of trusted individuals, mentors, peers, friends, or family members who provide encouragement, perspective, and advice is invaluable. This support network not only offers emotional sustenance but also contributes diverse insights and experiences that can guide one through challenging times. The act of sharing one's struggles and receiving feedback can reduce the sense of isolation that often accompanies failure, reinforcing one's resolve and providing a broader perspective on the challenges at hand. Moreover, cultivating a habit of proactive reflection is another key element in building resilience. Proactive reflection involves regularly assessing one's experiences, outcomes, and strategies to identify both successes and areas for improvement. This habit ensures that lessons are continually learned and integrated into future actions, preventing repetitive mistakes and enhancing overall strategy. Such reflection should be structured and consistent, perhaps through scheduled review sessions where goals, processes, outcomes, and personal growth are examined in detail. Resilience requires a commitment to persistence. Persistence is the practical application of resilience, embodying the determination to continue striving towards one's goals despite setbacks. This commitment is fueled by a clear vision of the end goal and a deep belief in one's ability to achieve it. Setting incremental, achievable objectives that lead towards the larger goal can maintain momentum and motivation, making the journey manageable and the end success more attainable. Resilience in the face of failure is about more than enduring, it is about adapting and thriving. By reframing failure, managing emotions, leveraging support, engaging in proactive reflection, and committing to persistence, individuals can transform their experiences of setback into powerful catalysts for growth and success. This holistic approach not only builds resilience but also enriches the journey towards achieving one's aspirations, imbuing it with deeper meaning and satisfaction. Chapter 4: The Daily Practices for Peak Motivation. Creating rituals that encourage consistent action is a powerful strategy for building and sustaining motivation over time. Rituals, in this context, refer to established routines that are performed with intention and purpose, transforming mundane tasks into meaningful processes. These practices help embed discipline and structure into daily activities, ensuring that progress towards goals is steady and predictable. The creation of such rituals is not merely about scheduling tasks, it involves the intentional design of habits that align closely with personal and professional objectives, thereby enhancing overall productivity and satisfaction. The development of effective rituals begins with an understanding of one's personal rhythms and preferences. Each individual operates on a unique biological and psychological clock, known as a circadian rhythm, which influences their peak periods of alertness and productivity. Recognizing these natural peaks and troughs is essential for scheduling tasks in a manner that maximizes efficiency and effectiveness. For instance, a person who is more alert in the morning might benefit from scheduling intellectually demanding tasks during this time, with less demanding tasks reserved for the afternoon slump. By aligning tasks with one's natural energy levels, one can enhance focus and output, making the best use of time and energy. Moreover, rituals help in minimizing the mental load associated with decision-making. By establishing set times and methods for routine tasks, individuals can free up mental resources for more complex decision-making and creative thinking. This principle is well exemplified in the concept of a morning ritual, a series of actions performed right after waking up, such as meditation, exercise, or journaling, which help set a positive tone for the day. Such rituals not only streamline the start of the day but also condition the mind and body to anticipate and prepare for productive work. Over time, these rituals become ingrained, reducing resistance and making the transition into work smoother and more natural. In addition to aligning with natural rhythms and reducing decision fatigue, effective rituals also incorporate elements of self-care and personal development, ensuring that they sustain not only professional productivity but also personal well-being. This holistic approach might include activities such as regular physical exercise, which boosts mental and physical energy levels, and designated times for reading, learning, or other forms of intellectual enrichment. Including these elements ensures that the rituals are not only about getting work done, but also about nurturing one's broader personal and professional growth. Furthermore, the design of rituals should also take into account the environment in which they are performed. Creating a conducive environment, be it a quiet home office, a designated corner of a room, or even a specific cafe, can significantly enhance the effectiveness of one's rituals. The environment should minimize distractions and provide the necessary resources to perform tasks efficiently. This might involve having all necessary tools readily available, ensuring adequate lighting, and perhaps incorporating elements that stimulate focus, such as specific types of music or scents. Finally, it is important to review and adjust rituals regularly. As goals and circumstances evolve, so too should the routines that support these goals. Regular reviews allow for the refinement of rituals, making sure they remain aligned with current objectives and continue to serve their purpose effectively. This iterative process not only maintains relevance but also allows individuals to experiment with and adopt new techniques that might enhance their productivity and satisfaction further. Creating and maintaining rituals that encourage consistent action is a dynamic and reflective practice. It requires an understanding of one's physiological and psychological rhythms, a strategic approach to task scheduling, an environment conducive to focus, and regular adjustments to align with changing goals and circumstances. When designed thoughtfully, these rituals can transform everyday tasks into meaningful practices, significantly boosting motivation, efficiency, and overall life satisfaction. Habit formation is central to sustaining long-term motivation because habits, once established, operate largely outside of conscious awareness, functioning almost automatically to drive behaviors that align with one's goals and aspirations. The development of beneficial habits is therefore not just about performing an action repeatedly, it's about embedding those actions into the fabric of daily life so they become the default mode of operation. Understanding the psychology of habit formation and effectively applying its principles can significantly enhance one's ability to maintain motivation over the long haul, turning sporadic efforts into consistent progress. The process of forming a new habit begins with the identification of a trigger, which is a specific situational cue that initiates the behavior. A well-chosen trigger is consistent and immediately noticeable, making it a reliable prompt for the behavior. For example, placing running shoes next to the bed to see first thing in the morning can serve as a trigger for a morning run. This visibility and accessibility decrease the mental effort required to start the activity, increasing the likelihood that the behavior will be performed. Following the identification of a trigger, the next component is the behavior itself, which should be defined clearly and be simple to start. The simplicity of the behavior increases the chances of consistency, as it reduces the psychological resistance to undertaking the task. To aid this, behaviors can be broken down into smaller, more manageable actions that require minimal effort to initiate. For example, instead of aiming to write a chapter of a book in one sitting, the goal might be to write a single paragraph. This approach makes the task less daunting and more approachable, gradually building confidence and commitment to the larger goal. The final and perhaps most critical aspect of habit formation is the reward. The reward is what reinforces the behavior, making it worthwhile in the eyes of the doer. Effective rewards are immediate, satisfying, and directly connected to the action. They serve to reinforce the behavior and cement the association between the trigger and the action in the brain. For instance, a cup of a favorite coffee after a morning run can serve as a reward, linking the pleasure of the coffee with the completion of the run. Over time, this association strengthens, making the action more automatic and less dependent on conscious willpower. Moreover, the consistency of practice plays a pivotal role in solidifying new habits. The more regularly the behavior is performed in response to the trigger, the stronger the habit becomes. This is where the concept of streaks can be beneficial, as keeping track of how many days in a row a behavior has been performed can provide additional motivation to continue so as not to break the streak. Digital tools and apps designed to track habits can be particularly useful here, providing visual representations of progress and reminders to perform the desired behavior. In addition to individual efforts, social support can greatly enhance habit formation. Sharing goals with friends or participating in community challenges can increase accountability and provide external motivation to stick with a behavior until it becomes a habit. This social reinforcement not only makes the process more enjoyable, but also embeds the behavior within a social context, making it more meaningful and supported. The role of habit formation in maintaining long-term motivation is profound and multifaceted. By carefully designing triggers, behaviors, and rewards, and by fostering consistency and social support, individuals can create powerful habits that propel them towards their long-term goals. These habits reduce the reliance on fluctuating motivation levels, ensuring that progress continues even when motivation wanes. Thus, habit formation is not just a tool for building behaviors, but a cornerstone of sustained personal development and achievement. Chapter 5: Advanced Strategies for Lifelong Motivation. The power of visualization and affirmation techniques lies in their ability to shape one's mental landscape, influencing both conscious thoughts and subconscious inclinations. These techniques are grounded in the psychological principle that the mind often fails to distinguish clearly between real and vividly imagined experiences. By harnessing this aspect of human cognition, visualization and affirmation can profoundly impact one's emotional and motivational states, thus driving significant changes in behavior and performance. Visualization involves the detailed mental rehearsal of specific events or outcomes. It is a technique used by athletes, performers, and successful business leaders to enhance performance, prepare for challenging situations, and achieve personal goals. The process of visualization not only helps in mentally preparing for the event, but also instills a sense of confidence and readiness by familiarizing the mind with the dynamics of the situation before it occurs in reality. For instance, an athlete might visualize winning a race, experiencing not just the act of running, but also crossing the finish line first, hearing the cheers of the crowd, and feeling the exhilaration of victory. This vivid rehearsal enhances their mental readiness and confidence, directly impacting their physical performance. Similarly, affirmations are positive, precise statements that are repeated to oneself, designed to challenge and undermine negative thoughts and to reinforce positive self-perception and confidence. These statements are typically framed in the present tense, as if the goal has already been achieved, which helps in solidifying the belief in one's capabilities. For example, a person might repeatedly affirm, "I am confident and competent in my abilities," which can gradually overwrite any underlying beliefs of inadequacy or self-doubt. The repetition of affirmations acts to reprogram the subconscious mind, aligning it more closely with one's desires and aspirations, thus fostering a positive mindset and enhancing overall motivation. The effectiveness of visualization and affirmation relies heavily on regular practice and emotional engagement. When practicing visualization, it is crucial that the individual engages not just visually but with all senses. The more detailed and sensory-rich the visualization, the more effective it will be in influencing one's psychological state. It should involve not only seeing the outcome, but also feeling the emotions associated with the experience, such as joy, pride, or relief. This multisensory engagement ensures that the experience is encoded in memory almost as if it were a real event, strengthening its impact on the individual's mindset and actions. Likewise, affirmations should be practiced consistently and with conviction. They are most effective when spoken aloud and with a strong sense of belief in their truth. To reinforce their impact, affirmations can be linked with specific actions or routines, such as saying them in front of a mirror each morning or repeating them during workouts. This coupling of affirmations with physical activities helps anchor the positive statements in reality, making them more tangible and believable. Moreover, the integration of visualization and affirmation into daily routines can enhance their effectiveness. By making these practices a part of regular daily activities, individuals can maintain a continuously positive and goal-oriented mindset, which can significantly boost motivation and resilience in facing day-to-day challenges. Over time, these techniques not only improve performance in specific tasks, but also contribute to a more persistent positive outlook and a strengthened belief in one's ability to achieve goals. The techniques of visualization and affirmation are powerful tools in the arsenal of personal development. They leverage the brain's processing of imagined scenarios as real experiences, thereby influencing one's psychological state and actual behavior. Through consistent practice and emotional engagement, these techniques can transform one's mental outlook, significantly enhancing motivation and the ability to achieve personal and professional goals. Keeping motivation alive as one ages is a crucial aspect of living a fulfilling and productive life across all its stages. As individuals age, they often encounter changes in their physical capabilities, shifts in priorities, and different social roles, all of which can impact their levels of motivation. The techniques for maintaining a lifelong drive involve adapting to these changes while finding new sources of inspiration and challenge. By cultivating a mindset that embraces lifelong learning and growth, individuals can continue to find motivation and satisfaction well into later life. One of the foundational strategies for maintaining motivation as one ages is the continuous setting of goals that are aligned with one's evolving capabilities and interests. As physical strength or endurance may wane, goals that once seemed appealing might no longer be suitable or fulfilling. It becomes important, then, to reassess and realign goals to match current realities and potentials. For instance, an individual who once enjoyed running marathons might shift their focus to shorter races or different physical activities that accommodate their changing body while still providing a sense of achievement and pleasure. Similarly, retirement from a career can open up new opportunities for goals related to hobbies, volunteer work, or mentoring others, offering fresh avenues for engagement and satisfaction. Another crucial aspect of maintaining motivation with age is fostering social connections. Relationships play a key role in motivation, providing support, encouragement, and a sense of belonging. Engaging in community activities, joining clubs or groups that share similar interests, or staying active in social networks can provide the necessary social stimuli to keep spirits high and motivation intact. These connections not only offer emotional support but can also serve as a source of inspiration and competition, which are important motivators. For example, joining a book club or a gardening community can provide the social push to engage more deeply with a hobby, thereby enhancing both skill and enjoyment. Moreover, embracing technology can also play a significant role in sustaining motivation as one ages. Technology offers tools and resources that can simplify tasks, provide new learning opportunities, and help maintain an active lifestyle. From fitness apps that track activity levels and offer customized workout programs to online courses that allow exploration of new subjects and skills, technology can significantly broaden the scope of activities available to older adults, helping them stay engaged and intellectually stimulated. In addition to leveraging technology, developing a mindset that values and seeks out lifelong learning is key to maintaining motivation. The pursuit of knowledge and skill development is inherently motivating and can continue to provide a sense of purpose and challenge throughout one's life. This might involve taking up new hobbies, learning new languages, or pursuing subjects that were previously sidelined due to career or family commitments. Lifelong learning helps maintain cognitive sharpness, increases self-efficacy, and can significantly enrich one's later years. Finally, maintaining physical health is integral to sustaining motivation. Regular exercise, a balanced diet, and adequate rest are foundational to preserving both physical and mental health. Physical activity, in particular, is known to enhance mood and energy levels, thanks to the release of endorphins, and can help combat feelings of lethargy or depression that might creep in with age. Programs tailored to older adults can help maintain flexibility, strength, and endurance, providing the physical capacity needed to pursue other motivational activities. Keeping motivation alive as one ages requires adapting to the changing aspects of life while continuously finding new sources of inspiration. By setting suitable goals, fostering social connections, embracing technology, pursuing lifelong learning, and maintaining physical health, older adults can sustain their drive and continue to lead rich, engaging, and fulfilling lives.